Hi everybody, it is Tara here at Dauphin Public Library. Before we get things going with the video, I'd like to acknowledge that the land I am on is the traditional territory of many nations, including Anishinaabe, Métis, and Oceti-Sakowin, and is Treaty 2 land. So, we are back with another New Year's Eve video. This time around, we are discussing more of my YA picks. So I just can't narrow things down to one pick of the books that I read this year. So I want to feature the ones that really spoke to me throughout the year. I'll actually start with the first one I read last year, which was 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. It was so much fun. It takes place at Christmas, and it's fun. It says, trust your family to make the holidays even more awkward. It was just so good. So good, so much fun. A series that I devoured this year was the Graceling Series. So that's cover of the first book. This is the second book, and I didn't print off a cover of the third book in the series. Really fantastic series. This one was recommended to me by a previous student that worked here, as well as a young lady that I've known for more than 10 years. She said that I absolutely had to try this series, that I would love it. And she was absolutely right. I couldn't get enough of this series. Loved it. Next up, let's go. So I didn't read Greekarella this year. I read that one last year. But then they came out with The Princess and the Fangirl, which I don't have a physical copy of here right now. I listened to this as an audiobook. It was so good, so good. But this is the first book in the series. This is the second one. I think you could probably, this is one of those ones you probably could get away with reading them in different orders. But this one was, well, they were both really good, but this is the one that I read this year that I really liked. I also finally read the Lunar Chronicles. So I have 3 of the 4, although I haven't read Fairest. I wasn't sure if I really wanted to read Fairest, but I did read the other ones, the first 4, Cinder, Scarlet Cress, and Winter. So I devoured these ones as well. They were fantastic. These were recommended to me by a fellow librarian. She said that I had to read these. She's been telling me that for years. I finally took her up on that and have read them. So thank you very much, Kathy, for insisting for years that I need to read those. Okay, another few that I loved. No Fixed Address by Susan Nielsen. No, you can't probably see that very well, but this book was really good. It touched my heart, made me angry at some parents and choices that were made, and just an amazing kid that is the main character in this book. Just fantastic. Could not put that one down. Dear Martin by Nick Stone. This one, I believe, is only available through audio through our system, so through the Libby system. It was an amazing, amazing book. Amazing. Oh, there's the cover of Cinder. Sorry. So, Dear Martin, I believe there's a new book that's coming out. I don't think it's out yet. It's a follow-up to Dear Martin. I think it's going to be called Dear Justice, but I don't think it's out yet. Oh, this one, Spin by Colleen Nelson, Manitoba author. This book just, it transported me to this world, into the story, and I fell in love with the characters, and I loved it. I loved this one so much. I did mention in the previous video about Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. This one was amazing. This one is only available, I believe, as a e-audiobook through our system. Definitely worth listening to. Okay, the book that maybe gave me the biggest smiles this year was Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. This one just made me so happy. It also had me baking some monster cake. If you're somebody that's already read this, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't read it, it's a fun read, and you will want to make monster cake after reading it. So good. Then this other series that I read, Children of Blood and Bone, by Tome Demi. This is the first one, and then Children of Virtue and Vengeance is the second one in this series. I don't know if there's a third coming out. I think there must be. It felt like there's more coming out. These books were so good. Yeah, I couldn't put them down. They're fantastic. Definitely worth the read. And these ones, I think I talked about Monday's Not Coming as being the most memorable pick, or the one that stood out. It was so close. These ones were as well as Tweet Cute, just for the fun factor of Tweet Cute. But these ones were just so good. I think that gets me through all the ones that I narrowed down in my YA reading. I do read a wide variety of books: junior YA, adult fiction, adult nonfiction, junior fiction, YA, or junior nonfiction. Basically, I read almost everything except scary books. So if you ever have questions about books or want recommendations, I would love to discuss books with you. So Happy New Year. Hope you are all well, and take care. Those are my recommendations from the YA books that I read this year. So see you in the new year. Bye for now.